Welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today's video is kind of a catch-up video as we're coming close to the end of 2023, and it's just to talk about ARK Survival Ascended, where it currently is, and just have a little bit of a talk about what to expect within the new year, because I've taken a little break over the Christmas period. I never tend to do that in December, and I noticed a lot of my other creator friends had done the same. And I'm kind of going to be talking about that and wanting to hear a lot of your guys' feedback too. It's not going to be a completely negative video and like on ARK Survival Ascended. It's not going to just be like, this is like, I mean, I'm going to be going into different points that I've got noted down. But I just thought it was a really important video to move into 2024 for our community. Because I would say the community is in two different places at the moment, and it's very strange. I have never expected this. I did not really ever expect this to happen. I did expect it to happen to like a tiny bit, but no way the same as that it is at the moment. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you do want to get yourself an ARK Survival Ascended server to play with your friends, you can use the link in the description down below. It really supports the channel when you use the link. And yeah, let's get into the video. So I feel like the title I'm going to be using for this video is going to be a little bit harsh, but I feel like right now it's kind of the correct one to use, because I feel like that's what I'm believing at this moment in time. I think I'm going to title the video something like ARK Survival Ascended is currently failing quite miserably. Now that doesn't mean that the game is it's over for the game, not at all. I don't mean like that. I feel like this game has got so much potential. It is literally like I'm glad that it's happened. I'm glad the game is here. But there's just some real big key points, which is why I'm feeling this way at the moment. So I did cover in one of my last videos where I talked about ARK Survival Ascended in the current state of the game, and it went towards the actual most played games. So I don't know what because Xbox and Sony, well, Microsoft and Sony, Xbox and PlayStation, they don't give you active stats on games on any of their platforms unless they talk about it themselves. I wish one day in the future they would do this, because like share this with, because it might be different on console, but pretty much. At the moment in time, I talked about this in my last video, ARK Survival Evolved, now it's currently not above Ascended, but ARK Survival Evolved is pretty much spending most of its time above ARK Survival Ascended in the Steam charts. Now, even the peak is pretty much exactly the same as the new game, and when you put it together, of course, there is a lot of people still playing the game. If you put it together, there's 32,000 currently playing ARK Survival Evolved, 35,000 currently playing ARK Survival Ascended, so you put that together and you've got nearly a player base on Steam of 70,000, which is fantastic. But it's the fact that when you move on to a new game, I don't think Wildcard probably understood the feeling a lot of the fan base was going to have with going on to a brand new game. I feel like the mods have been one of the things that's kept the game alive more than anything. But all of our old content we've played for years is on the old game. And it does get to the point where you've played the game came out on Steam in October, and you've only got one official map to play on. And they're starting up all these really cool ideas, like doing a modded official, where you could play modded maps, but it's still very early days. They didn't really give access to a lot of mod creators to make their mods ready for the game. I feel like they should have given a lot of the mod developers, more time, like they did with some of the other guys, like Svartalfheim, more of a chance to get their maps ready for the main game. Because not only are we waiting for new content, which is just going to be Scorched Earth in March, but we're also waiting for the mod creators themselves to get their maps ready and get uploaded onto the game. So really, at the moment, there is only around about 2 to 3 proper playable maps on the game, and even then, once the mod maps are on Ascended, they need to be ported over to console, which takes even longer. So we're right now in the stage where officials been through a rough patch. Players are kind of just heading back to Survival Evolved, because why would you play Ascended when there's less content, when you can just go and play it on Evolve. Now, I think for console players, it's a different scenario because you have the mods that you've always wanted. So I feel like the console side of things is a lot different. I really want a lot of console players in the comment section to please respond to this video and just let me know your thoughts, your feelings, because I feel like it seems to be a lot better for console. But I do see a lot of players still in the comment section saying they've gone back to it. And yeah, it's just a bit of a shame. I feel like I've really hyped up the launch from sort of September over to like the beginning of November was a lot of fun. Am I saying my channel was doing like great numbers at that point? Of course, because it's launch, it's always going to do that. But it's just the sort of drop off and hype has just been quite painful to see. It's like there was so much positivity, and I like, obviously in my life I love being surrounded by positivity, and when it just constantly has to end up being negative, it's pretty upsetting. And it's not negativity, what's undeserved negativity or anything like that. It's stuff that has to be said, and that's just about the state of the game at the moment. Do I think in the future Survival Ascended could be 10 times better than Survival Evolved and just an incredible version of the game in the future? I really believe it can be, and I think we'll be getting to that place within the near months. But it's the fact that the roadmap is just so poor. It's I know I've been complaining about this, but it's such a long time to release already played maps onto the game. I kind of feel like when you're releasing a brand new sale for a remaster, I feel like you have to have these all included right from the beginning. I think the game would be at such a better place if they had all of the past DLCs in it, because that's what a remaster is, right? Like it's to play everything you played on the last game, but in a completely remastered form, and then you look forward to what's coming next rather than looking back and then getting excited again for the old DLCs. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still hyped for all these DLCs to come. It's just the fact that October 2025 is the last map. October 2025, and it's to wait for a map that I saw a comment where it said 6 months ago or something we were playing on Fjorda, or you know, when Fjorda came out we had this certain amount of time, and then after Fjorda's been out it's like we're waiting again to play it. But not only are we waiting a whole year, we're waiting nearly a year, close to 2 years to actually play that again. It really does seem strange to me. Now, I definitely think this surprise could be good. I've talked about saying how I do think this will be a new part of the expansion. But obviously it's weird that it comes before Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2, because the storyline would not really align that much. So I have no clue what this could be right now, apart from a new paid DLC, which is meant to still be part of the story. So I guess I've had my holiday period. I've had time to step away from it, which has been sad because I haven't been able to make as much Winter Wonderland content, and probably the less ARK I've played over Christmas. I think I usually sink hours and hours and hours into the game over Christmas because I love the Winter Wonderland event, but sadly I've just not been doing that this year. I'm still got a bit of time into the new year to sink some more hours into it, but yeah. Also, I remember a lot of my friends were so hyped for the start of the Ascended launch, and they've kind of even forgotten that it's come out, which is the weirdest thing. It's like, I have friends coming up to me saying, oh, Dom, like, when are we going to play? When does that game, the new ARK come out that you Ascended? I'm like, it's already out. It's been out for like, it's been out for a few months. They're like, has it? So as you can clearly see, they've not been watching my videos. But yeah, so it's just, I feel like we're in this stage right now where it's painful to see. I'm wanting to make content for both games, but ARK Survival won't be getting any updates, so I can't really update you guys on that. So the main news has got to be on Ascended, but it's very split in the middle. So it's hard. Some people are just caring about Survival Evolved. Some people just don't care about Ascended. And yes, there are some very popular comments saying to me, saying some people just can't even run the game. And it is very true. Like me, someone who has a fairly good computer. Some people say that it's not a good computer, and I agree that it is way far behind the curve now. It's like a 380 GeForce RTX. I have like 32 gig of RAM. It might be 64. I can't remember. But either way, it's it's an i9, pretty good computer, run most things. but it does struggle with Ascended. And a lot of people say even with the top tier computers, they're enjoying the game, but still have those problems on top of it. So when you've not got a top of the range computer, you're getting the other problems that bigger, most powerful PCs are getting on top of your PC not being strong enough to actually run the game in top settings. So yeah, anyway, and I have weird bugs still where I'll be playing on like medium graphics and it won't be that good, and then I'll up it to the high graphics and I'll be able to play a session of Ascended absolutely perfectly on high graphics. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, anyway, so again, I didn't want this to be too much of a negative video, so I did want to obviously mention it many times to you guys that I do think this game has so much potential to push on in the future. The mods are amazing, and I just want to see a little bit more love into the new year. I really want to see active devs, active community managers. I love you, Cedric. I love you, Dolly. You guys know, you know, I've been on this journey with you guys, even though you're literal actual employees of the game. Even when you're a content creator on just ARK, it kind of makes you feel like you've got that sort of similar interaction because you're interacting with the community and everything. But it would be really nice to see some proper community active stuff going on. You know, talking about updates that's in the works, talking about just like feeding us little bits of stuff, because it's going to be a long road. March is a long time away, 3 months into the year. So yeah, anyway, I don't know where it's going to go. I really hope that Wildcard do a good post to start off the year. I do plan, if it's quiet at the start of the year, to do a big put together video kind of to Wildcard, just to maybe get some more answers, maybe just sort of put together the state of the game at that point of time. But I think these videos are so important. Some people may disagree with that, but it's just for the community in general. Everyone wants to play the game in its best state, but we need more content. We need, I saw someone actually put a comment. I mean, I don't shy away from comments. I saw someone saying, Dom, you only want more content for Ascended because you want to make videos on it. Very fair fact. Of course I want to do that, but I also want to be able to play the playable game to bring content to you guys as well. Like, that's the difference of the matter. I had so many friends as well that play with me that didn't want to play the game until it was in a fit. So if it's not just that thing, I would rather, if someone were to say, would you rather them release broken content to us just so you can make videos on it, or make the game in the best state first? 100% I'd choose way over and I would promote that more than anything. I want the game to be in its perfect state. So anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say moving into the new year. I've seen there's been new patches going live, little things, but it's the holiday period, so everyone deserves to relax over this time. I don't expect devs to, everyone needs to recharge their batteries over this holiday period and start fresh at the start of the year. So everyone deserves that. And I know sometimes that's not possible in life, and sometimes you have to put in hours that you really don't want to. But I feel like for me, if I could choose and what the special world I would want, it would be that everyone deserves that. Anyway, we're going into a completely different scenario now. So I hope you guys all had fantastic holidays. I just felt like so much was building up inside of me over this period, and I have felt very relaxed. I've not thought about too much, but you can never hide from it. It's always in the back of my mind. I'm always reading comments. I'm always replying to comments, and I'm always seeing what's going on. And that's the fact of being a YouTuber or just someone that loves a game. You're constantly keeping in touch with your community, and that is on a daily basis. So anyway, please let me know in the comment section. I want to read so much. This is a day-to-day of hearing from you guys, talking to you guys, and that's what I think is going to be really good from this video. Anyway, much love to all of you guys. You'll have content over the new year, so I'm not saying Happy New Year now. We're back to daily uploads. I know there was a couple of videos in between, but they were kind of like pre-recorded gameplay ones over my little break. But much love to you all. I can't wait for the new year. I can't wait to see what we can achieve together. Love you all. Leave a like, subscribe. Catch you in my next video.